Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and I just want to discuss something that happened to us this weekend. We went for a day out in Exeter, and we were out looking for my wife for maybe a new small electric car. And we thought, while we're in Exeter, there's a whole load of main dealers all around one area, Marsh Barton. So I'll sod it, while we're in town, we're going to have a look, see if we can find out the specs she needs for her specific job, what's going to be usable, if at all, and then cost, running costs, servicing costs, all the stuff you need to know when you're thinking about buying a new car. So she's always loved the electric Mini, mainly because it still looks like a normal car, and from reading reviews, it seems to do exactly what it says on the tin, where a lot of cars state they'll do 300-400 miles, and then you read the reviews and the realities they do like 250 or less. So it's the one of the only cars, electric cars, that we've read up about that actually seems to actually meet its targets. So I thought, right, okay, we'll go straight there, have a look. So we pulled up into the reception, obviously, well, into the car park, went through reception, walked past a whole load of salespeople that are just at the door, but that's the motorbike sales, so fair enough. They might have been talking to each other or doing whatever, but doesn't matter. See the electric Mini sat in the back there, so we walk over to it, start opening things, open the boot, open the bonnet, have just basically having a look. Wife sits in it, gets comfortable, make sure she fits because she's only short, so he's got to make sure everything's comfortable for her. Not a single person came up and asked us if we needed help, even didn't even say hello as we walked in. So we stayed there for about 20 minutes hanging around this car, just waiting. We shouldn't have to chase salespeople up to get any kind of service. We should at least be acknowledged that we actually exist in there. So anyway, in the end, I got so fed up, we just left. We thought, well, sod it. If they don't want to sell a car, that's up to them. So we left, jumped in my car, thought, well, right, okay, now what else do we look for? So thought, well, Seat, Cupra, and obviously Cupra doing an electric car. So Seat garage is just around the corner. So we popped round there, went into reception, and as soon as we walked in the door, guy behind the counter, hello, how's it going? Anything I can help you with? Lovely guy. So we mentioned, obviously, we realise Cupra is now not part of Seat, but do Seat's doing an electric car? And if not, do they have anything to do with it, or is it literally two separate entities? And he said, unfortunately, no, they don't do anything. It is what it is. Internal combustion only for Seat. But he was lovely and he very knowledgeable, told us actually kind of what we needed to know. But he did say Cupra is just around the corner. So we thought, okay, we'll pop round there then. So thanked him very much. Lovely guy. Jumped in the car, went to go to Cupra, but on the way to the Cupra garage, VW was on the right. So we thought, well, that's a huge main dealership. And you could see in the car park they had a whole load of ID3s, which is pretty much the same as the Cupra, just with a different body and a few bits and pieces, but the actual running gear is all the same. So we went in there, parked up, went in reception. We walked, well, I cut that back. We walked through the car park, looked at a couple on the way through, walked past two sales guys, didn't even acknowledge us, walked into the reception didn't acknowledge us, turned left, went over and looked at the ID5, good looking car. It's a big like SUV type electric car. We've faffed with that for about 20 minutes, half an hour. To be honest, it's a good looking car and the interior is lovely, but still no acknowledgement. So we went past like the service area where the seating is and went and looked at the ID3, which is basically the Cupra equivalent. And we were with that car for ages and looking at it and doing what you do. Nothing, not a word, not a hello, not a can we help you, yada, yada, yada. So we're like, sod it, let's go. So we left, walked out there, jumped in the car, heading to Cupra. There's a Toyota garage on the side, and we're like, I'm sure Toyota do electric cars. There's hundreds of hybrids kicking around, so pulled into the Toyota garage, parked up, walked in reception, and I now know his name now, Martin Horn. And as soon as he walked in, he said hello, and was like, oh, you know, can I help you? I said, oh yeah, you know, we know you do hybrids, but do you actually do full electric cars, small, not big? And he's like, well, we do this, I think it's a BZ4X, the one we did a quick review on and another video. He said, but we don't do small full electric just yet. We do, there is one coming. There's I think it's the BZ3, which is the intermediate, and there is going to be a 2. So he said, but that won't be here till next year. So what we're going to do, he said, but you're more than welcome to come and have a look. So he showed us around the BZ4, and lovely guy, incredibly knowledgeable, very friendly. And I said, oh, you know, can we have a look in the boot? And for some reason we can open the one in the showroom. So he took us outside and he showed us one outside, and we were having a walk around. Lovely guy, had a really good chat. And he just turned to us and said, well, would you like to drive it? Now, knowing we wanted a smaller one, I was like, well, is that okay? He said, of course, you got your driving licence. And of course I did. So did my wife. So handed her driving licence over. And he went and did the paperwork and come back out, had a chat, gave us the keys. He said, you know, you've got 40 minutes and brilliant. So we took it for a run. Obviously, that quick drive is in a different video. And, you know, it was a good little car. Come back, lovely guy. And then he discussed with us about the smaller versions coming. So I gave him my email address so he could let us know more details on this different car when it comes. But what a difference. All through just having really good customer care, really friendly guy, really knowledgeable, but not in your face, not trying to sell you something, just helping. And he didn't, you know, that is what we were expecting of the other brands, and they were atrocious. And he was amazing. So hats off to Martin, very lovely guy. And as soon as that next smaller one comes in, we will be down there and having a look. And if we do want one, he'll be selling it to us, because yeah, well worth it. But have any of you guys had the same problem where people are just ignorant, or is it just us? Is it the way we look? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, very disappointing in the other brands, especially the big, you know, posh, expensive brands. But there you go. Maybe that's their vehicles sell themselves, so they don't have to be so great. I don't know. But yeah, hats off to Toyota and Martin. You know, they were brilliant. So anyway, if you've had anything like that or any situations like that, chuck them in the comments. I'd love to know. We read all of them. We answer all of them. So anyway, like and subscribe, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.